remember, the centre did not even get a chance to present its case. It's only after the opposition's lawyer had started making its arguments that CGI made some very, very scathing observations which led to the eventual withdrawal and dismissal of that petition. And now Anurag Thakur, Union Minister, reacted to it. Listen in.
विपक्ष के कुछ राजनीतिक दल भ्रष्टाचार करने से तो बाज आते नहीं। करोड़ों रुपए का भ्रष्टाचार करने के बाद जब जांच शुरू होती है तो कभी सड़कों पर उतरते हैं, कभी सदन रोकने का काम करते हैं। सभी भ्रष्टाचारी एक मंच पर आने का प्रयास करते हैं, लेकिन ये जनता में भी इनका चेहरा बेनकाब हुआ है और कोर्ट में भी असलियत जानने का मौका मिला है। जांच में सहयोग करें और जो भ्रष्टाचारी उनके खिलाफ कड़ी कार्रवाई। लेड बाय कांग्रेस पार्टी 14 ऑपोजिशन थे। और देखिए, भ्रष्टाचार का वैसे भी नेतृत्व कांग्रेस ही कर रही है और भ्रष्टाचारियों का भी। तो दुख तो इस बात का है कि जांच में सहयोग करने की बजाय बहाने बनाकर कोर्ट में मामले को और लटकाने का प्रयास किया जाता है। जिन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार किया है उनके खिलाफ जांच एजेंसियों का अधिकार है जांच करना, उसमें सहयोग करें और भ्रष्टाचारियों के खिलाफ कड़ी कार्रवाई समय रहते हो।
Right, the judicial coalition has fizzled, says the BJP. We've got reactions also coming in from the other side, the Congress. We spoke to several leaders from the opposition who say that this is just a procedural matter. We will rethink our strategy. We will once again approach the court. But Bhavtosh, you were telling us about some of the key cases that are currently pending under the ED as well as CBI, which probably might have led to this amalgamation of opposition parties into what the Union Minister just now called a judicial coalition.
Well, as far as the cases that are concerned, there are cases that have been filed by the CBI, and also taking cognizance of those cases, ED has filed its own money laundering cases. The big cases, in fact, were 2G case, which in fact led to acquittal of all the accused. The centre then approached the Delhi High Court, and there has been not much progress. It's a progress that has happened. There have been odd 40 hearings that have taken place. And the other cases that are, which were in fact heard by, investigated by CBI as well as by the Enforcement Directorate include Augusta Westland. Now, despite filing several charge sheets in these cases, there has been no conviction. The trial is still going in these cases. The other big corruption cases that, if we can cite, include Anil Deshmukh case, in which there were allegations that Paramveer Singh took around 100 crore rupees, which virtually led to the downfall of Mahavikas Agadi government. That was also a big case that was investigated both by the CBI as well as by NIA and also by the Enforcement Directorate. So all these cases are being handled by a federal probe agency. The question that is being raised by opposition parties is, are opposition parties being specifically targeted? Are these cases being investigated by ED as well as by CBI only because they are in opposition, or ED as well as CBI are probing these cases because of professional reason? But 2 days back, when the Prime Minister was in fact addressing a gathering of CBI officers on Diamond Jubilee anniversary, he in fact said that the people you are targeting or investigating in fact are very powerful, influential, and they are part of an ecosystem, and because they are part of an ecosystem, obviously you will be targeted, but the law is with you, the constitution is with you, and people are with you. In fact, when he made that remark, there was in fact a loud applause from CBI officers.
Okay, so those were some of the important cases that you have highlighted. We just played out the reaction that came in from Union Minister Anurag Thakur. We have also now got reaction from the Congress. Supriya Srinath of the Congress party says, while she doesn't want to comment on what the court has said and what has happened in the court, but people know the truth.
What is happening in the court, I don't want to comment, but what is happening with the agencies is for all to see. If 95% of all ED cases are against India's opposition and there's a fourfold increase in that, somebody has to turn around and ask these relevant questions. But the reality today is it's no longer misuse of agencies. You're trying to disqualify parliamentarians who are questioning you. You have an issue with history that actually shows you in poor light and also exposes your goddamn reality. You have an issue with somebody fighting for the truth. Go ahead and do that.
Right, this is definitely going to not die down. There will be political face-offs that will be going on over this matter. BJP claiming vindication of its stand on this issue, and the opposition saying it's just a procedural matter. People know the truth, even if it could not be established in the court, at least in this case. But there was one technical term that was used in the court, Bhavtosh, which I would like you to clarify for our viewers. Triple test. What is triple test that politicians wanted exemption from?
Well, it's about flight risk. It's about the fact that an individual against whom there are no prior criminal cases, that individual should be given bail. And this has been cited by several politicians who have been either arrested by CBI or, for that matter, by the Enforcement Directorate. And that's the point that was, in fact, highlighted first in the petition that was filed by Abhishek Manu Singhvi, and then it was also raised when this matter came up before Chief Justice of India. But as soon as this matter was raised before the Chief Justice of India, in fact, rejected that point, and then he went on to say that there can't be two set of rules for politicians and also for common citizens. What he was trying to say is that if the politicians are feeling the pinch, then there are common citizens who also are in fact going through the same problems and they are also facing the same law. There are, in fact, Priya, there are cases like Land for Job scam in which again Lalu Prasad Yadav family is being investigated. Lalu Prasad Yadav was in fact charge sheeted in October, and CBI has
and probably what happened in the court today will also be cited in those cases as well. Thank you, Bhavtosh, for joining us with your insights on that matter. It is a plea to save the politicians, is what the CGI said before this petition filed by 14 opposition parties was withdrawn and eventually dismissed. What impact is it going to have politically? Times Now will keep a track on that. Right now, taking a very quick break.